Okay. So I welcome us all to today's session on DP700. So you are welcome, Aditya, you are welcome, Mr. Moses, you are welcome, Olufemi, and also you are welcome, our amazing speaker for today, Franka Ibuzo, you are also welcome. Okay, so we shall be starting, and I know that some of us attended the first session before moving to this session. Okay, we all know our speaker is our leader, is our founder, is an amazing speaker. I don't know how he used to do it, but when he speaks, people have something to take home. So for all of us that are this session, count yourself privileged because the founder himself is the one taking this class. Mr. Ayodiji himself is a doctor and is a data professional. So ladies and gentlemen, with a clap of emoji, let us welcome our speaker for today's session, which is DP700, Mr. Ayodiji Folari. I know that it's going to be a long session, so we do not need to, waste more time. You have the floor, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Please confirm I'm audible.
You are very, very audible, sir. You are very, very audible.
Okay, so we'll be starting, and this track is promising to be a very interesting one. And I will not be wasting time. Let me push up my screen. Let me push up my screen. Okay, so I want to welcome all of us from wherever we are connecting from. So we are looking at DP700 study group. This is our group and this is our track for the next few weeks. And this is Microsoft Data Days 2026. And DAISI will be taking us through this journey. And we are actually managing 4 tracks. So 2 will be running concurrently. So for those of you that want to become data engineers, so this is your track. It is a very long journey. So we'll be running through several topics, and we are meeting every Saturday. Please, I want to encourage us. Learning is not only on Saturdays. So throughout the week, I need us to be engaged. I need us to work, and I need us to come back with feedbacks and questions when next we meet. And this section will be running from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Nigerian time. And I need us to also keep track of that. Okay, so before I move on fully into the section, let me do a formal introduction of myself. My name is Dr. Ayodiji Folari. I'm a computer science graduate and a Microsoft evangelist on data science and cloud technology. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer. I have quite a number of certifications from Microsoft, and I'm fortunate to be part of the top 100 MCTs for year 2025. I'm also a Microsoft Most Valuable Professional, and I have been into training since 1997. I have trained well over 250,000 participants around the globe, and I have a lot of certification on Microsoft platform. and other platforms. I am a project manager, a system, and a business analyst. I so much enjoy data warehousing, business intelligence, and I am a dashboard reporting expert. So that is Ayodeji for Larry. And let's get into the business proper. So we are running through this track for about 2 months from now till first or second week in August. And we are actually preparing all of us on the call for a certification exam and to be a professional to the core. And if I may ask before I get deeper into the conversation, if I may ask, if you are new to data platform or you are new to data, maybe data engineering or data analysis, can you just show by raise of hands? Can you show by raise of hands? Do you have any of us new? Okay, I can see 2 of us. We are new. Fantastic. So, 3 of us. So I want to assure you, the journey is an hand-holding section. We are taking it from the very beginning, even if you don't have knowledge of data at all. So I want you to be rest assured. We can lower our hands now. Thank you very much. And number 2, how many of us have access to Microsoft Fabric? Let me be sure we all have access to Microsoft Fabric. How many of us have access to Microsoft Fabric? Let me see. 1 of us, 2, fantastic. We have just 2 of us. Okay, so no problem. So today we'll be setting up several environments. We need us to be comfortable. It's a long journey. And at the end of the day, we need to be professional. We need to be data engineers at the end of the day. So we want to get certified on DP700, and we want to learn more around the implementation and management of analytic solution. So there is a guide I want us to visit online. So if you can see at the bottom of my screen, so if you are there, you can quickly go to a browser and type aka.ms/DP700 study guide. So aka.ms/DP700 study guide. So I'm sorry we have a challenge with the meeting chat today. So the technical team promised to fix that before our next meeting so that it will be more interactive and we can get more done. So please, if you can get to that site, let me see if I can pull up that same site on my screen. Okay, so this is what you will see. So this is the study guide for the exam DP700, implementing data engineering solution using Microsoft Fabric. So that is that. So the purpose of the document, so about the exam and the skill at a glance, there are 3 major skills we are going to dwell in heavily during this section. So the first part of the skill is implement and manage analytic solution, which will take about 30 to 35% of the total volume of the exam. And the second part of the skill, we focus on ingest and transform data, the ETL proper. Today, we are looking at the architecture, the design. At least you should have some basic fundamentals before you can talk about implementing data engineering solution for any organization. So for 2 weeks, we'll be settling on this. The next 2 weeks, we'll be looking at ingestion and transformation. This time, we have to get our hands dirty, and all of us on the call must have our solution up and running. And finally, the last part of the section will focus on how you can monitor your solution, how you can optimize your solution. This has been a big challenge for so many people working in the organization at the moment. So this is about 30 to 35% overall. So for those of you preparing for the exam, I want to welcome you to the journey. It is a wonderful journey across board. So what we will cover today. Today, we'll be looking at the DP. Oh, sorry, this is blocking my screen. Okay, so today we'll discuss how to design and implement scalable analytic solution in Microsoft Fabric. And this section covers data ingestion in Fabric, integrating data sources, and managing analytics environment to give the most out of Fabric architecture. So we will look at a brief intro to Microsoft Fabric. We want to have a better understanding and manage a Fabric environment. We want to go into ingesting and storing data in Fabric. And we want to do integrating data sources in Fabric. So let us move on to the next screen. I want us to compare DP700 skill with other certification, related certification. Number one, we have PL 300, that is Power BI data analysis. So this focus majorly on Power BI, the Power BI desktop, and Power BI on Fabric, how you can get your data, model your data, do all necessary things around modeling, and visualize the data, get insight from the data, do some projection with your data. This exam focus more on data analysis. And we have DP600. This focus 100% on software as a service, that is the Fabric analytic engineering. So here you want to become a data analyst to the core, and you want to understand the solution on Fabric platform 100%. And we have another one that focus more on data engineering that we used to know, that is DP203. That is Azure Data Engineer. So for those of you that already know this exam, it is retired now. So we have a wonderful replacement for it, and that is DP700. That is Fabric Data Engineer. So, and that is what we'll be covering throughout this session. So it is a replacement, and it is where all our energy will be channeled for these few weeks of coming together. Now, let's talk about Microsoft Certified Fabric Data Engineer Certification. The code of the exam is DP700. It's not a beginner level, it's an intermediate level certification program. And your role at the end of this training, your role is to be a data engineer. So if you go online and look for some skills that will still stand the test of time, most especially in this AI time. Data engineering is one of them. So you are welcome to this powerful track. So as a candidate for this exam, you should have subject matter expertise with data loading pattern, data architecture, orchestration process. So your responsibility for this role includes the following: ingesting and transforming data, bringing data from different sources and cleaning it up. That is one. Not just doing that, securing and managing an analytic solution. So whatsoever you are bringing, you should be able to secure and manage it. We should have access, we should not have access. And also, it is not going to stop there. We also want to monitor and optimize the performance of this solution. So let us see how we can monitor and optimize the solution. So, and throughout this training, we will be getting our hands dirty at intervals. I might require any of us to also share his or her screen wherever you might be, because it is a journey and we are on this journey together. I'm not just here to lecture or to talk. We are to run through this track together. And at the end of the training, if you are able to fulfill all requirements, so this section, you should be able to win for yourself a voucher to do the professional exam. So let us see how we can get from beginning to the end, run through the journey, and make sure we are part of this offer from Microsoft. So as a data engineer, you work closely with analytics engineer, architect, analyst, and administrator to design and deploy data engineering solution for analytic purpose. You should be skilled at manipulating and transforming data by using structured query language, that is the SQL we all know. Those of us that are Microsoft platform, you know TSQL. Those from Oracle, you know PLSQL, MySQL, all these SQL, they are all the same. So there is need for you to have good knowledge of SQL and also Python, PySpark, which is just the same Python that some of us we already used to. So we'll be using PySpark. And finally, we'll be using what we call Custom Query Language, KQL. Is another powerful language for string analytics. So during this training, we'll be looking at all these things. And it's good to know that the exam page is where we got all this from. That is aka MS DP700 exam. So let me see if I can also put up that page for us to see. Okay, so I think I have the page here for the exam detail. So like I said, is an intermediate exam, and you have the overview about the program, and you can actually prepare for the exam by taking the online course. So there is no excuse. So all of us on this call, like I said, from today till our next meeting, I need you to get engaged, 100% hands-on. We are starting with ingest data with Microsoft Fabric, which is about 5 hours section. So you can start your 5 hours, devote 1 hour every day till we come back to meet in our next class. So there is a practical assessment. There is exam sandbox. So you can now book your exam. The exam is about 100-minute exam. So the fee for the exam is about $165 US. So, and for those of you that will be fortunate to grab the free tickets, it is a good advantage because you saved for yourself 165 US dollars. So back to my slide. Let us look at the three categories. DP700 skills index. So in the DP700, we are looking at implement and manage an analytics solution, which I told you is about 30 to 35% of the exam. So here we want to learn how to configure Microsoft Fabric workspace setting, implement a lifecycle management in Fabric, configure security and what? Governance, orchestrate processes. And after that, we'll go into ingest and transform data, which will focus on design and implement loading pattern, ingest and transform batch data, ingest and transform string data. So we're going to look at that from in about 2-3 weeks time. And after this, we are going to focus on monitor and optimize an analytic solution, where we'll look at how to monitor Fabric item, identify and resolve errors, optimize performance. So during the course of our training, there will be some projects I will need us to work on. I need us to interact even during the week before the meeting, so that if there's any challenges, we can quickly brainstorm and work together. So the moderator on this call, Mr. Rashid, he can actually help us maybe set up a small group that work for us if it's on WhatsApp, where we can reason together, submit assignments, and let us see how far we can go. So the next thing on my slide, introduction to Microsoft Fabric. So Microsoft Fabric is a unified data platform for the era of AI. When I say unified, it's a single platform where you can do anything as far as data is concerned. Here you can do what we call data factory, data engineering, data warehousing, data science, real-time intelligence analytics, and you can do what we call Power BI. So when we talk about data factory, what exactly are we talking about? This is the data injection, combining power of your Power Query that we are used to in Microsoft Excel or Power BI with the scale of Azure Data Factory to move data and transform data. For those of us that have been using ADF on Azure platform before, or you have been using SSIS on the, what's it called, Microsoft BI several years back, then you will understand how powerful Azure Data Factory is and how scalable it is. So with the simplicity of the Power Query, this combined together is what we call Azure, your data factory. So we are going to learn data factory heavily on this platform, and also data engineering. Data engineering, that is where you can leverage on Spark platform for data transformation at scale. When we are talking about big, heavy, massive data, this is where data engineering step in, and we leverage on Spark to undo this for us. Also, we have what we call data warehouse. Data warehouse, we all know SQL Server, Azure SQL, either you are flying the database on the fly, or you want to have your, what's it called, your own, what's it called, your own environment, or you want to set up a virtual machine, or you want to manage your instance or set up a virtual machine. All these things can be done on SQL platform. But now we are not talking about SQL platform. We are not talking about a warehouse that is fully integrated on the Azure platform, on the Fabric platform. So that is data warehousing with industry-leading SQL performance and scale to support data use. And we also have what we call data science. So some of us that already know machine learning, ML. So here you can actually leverage on Azure machine learning and Spark for model training and execution tracking in a scalable environment. And we also have the real-time intelligence where you can get feed directly from devices, not just getting the feed, analyze those feed regardless the scale, the volume. You can do this real time and get insights real time. And finally, Power BI. This is business intelligence for translating data into insight and decision making. So all these are seated on what we call one lake, which is a unified platform for all of us. We don't need to be copying data from one platform or one group of user for another group of user to use. We all have a single platform called One Lake that allows us to easily share our data. And this is 100% software as a service product experience. There is no need to get anything installed, configured, or set up on your machine. And we talk about security and governance of your solution. Here, we can leverage on Microsoft Purview to manage security and governance for us. And it has the compute and what? Storage that is scalable and business model for your business model. So one copy is a key component of one lake. Like I mentioned earlier, just have a single copy available to all role in the data environment ecosystem that allows you to read data from a single copy without moving or duplicating data. So let us go into how you can automatically store all data in one lake. It's a wonderful platform that allows this flexibility. So within your one lake, built on top of Azure Data Lake Storage, Gen 2, one lake supports any type of file, be it structured, semi-structured, unstructured file. It allows you to dump any type of file. And all Fabric data items store their data automatically in one lake in data packet formats, which is well optimized for heavy data, for data analysis, for insight, and any other thing. So data packet format is how one lake stores its data. So compatible with existing Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2 application, including the Azure Databricks, 100% compatibility. So data in one lake is addressable as if is one big Azure Data Lake storage account. So you can easily address it, work with it, get things done without stress. So every workspace appears as a container within the storage accounts. So we are going to get into those architecture shortly, and you will see how it works. So Azure Databricks Tonight, the catalog integration for development. Now, let us bring in data from anywhere. When we talk about the one lake, we are talking about getting your data from different locations, not necessarily copying and replicating the data on Fabric environments. We can actually establish what we call shortcuts. We can do mirroring from our external cloud solution. Maybe you have your solution within some other cloud platform, no problem. We can establish a shortcut or our mirrors all around. So we can actually connect all our Microsoft Fabric, what's it called, items, the data factory, data engineering, data science, that are leveraging on T-SQL or leveraging on Spark. We can have their database within one lake, even if it's real-time analytics or Power BI services. We can actually have all these within one lake. So, and the Power Platform database, which is Datavlows, you can have it also within one lake, or other platform like Google, Amazon, Azure platform. You can actually have them point to your one lake as well. So that is that. Now, understanding and managing Fabric environments. There is need for us to understand Fabric environment. Now, what are the things we need to know around this environment? So the basic Fabric concepts. Number one, we have what we call the tenants. Before you can do anything, a Fabric tenant is a dedicated space for organization to create, store, and manage Fabric items. So that is the highest within the list. Now, within the tenants, you can create what you call capacity, Fabric capacity. What type of things do you want? Capacity is a dedicated set of resources that is available at a given time to be used. So what type of capacity are you leveraging on? So when you, after the tenant, you set up what you call capacity. Now, after the capacity, you can have what you call domain. Domain is simply a logical grouping of workspace. So where we always sit to work, anytime we get to Fabric, is your workspace. Before you can do anything, you will hear things like create a workspace, establish your workspace, do this on your workspace. So most of the things we do are around workspace. Your domain is to put together related workspaces. And apart from workspace, then after domain is workspace, which we don't have option. We are going to get into any moment from now. And after that, we have the item. The items are those things you use within Fabric to get your solution up and running. So after your workspace, you create item. So Fabric item are the building block on Fabric platform. So let us understand Fabric workspaces now. Fabric workspaces is a centralized environment for data engineering, and it facilitates collaboration. It manages data access and security. You can do your data access management on your workspace. And also environment management. It can allow you manage the environment, and is a lifecycle management and deployment process. Your CI/CD can be easily implemented, and it's performance optimization. So your Fabric workspace can also, you can do what we call performance optimization, and it can easily integrate with one lake. So this is how our Fabric environment looks like. And number one on the Fabric environment is your items and folder. So anytime you see this page on Fabric, which you are going to open very soon, you will see folders and you will see items. So these are examples of item, data flow one, environment with libraries, and so on. Why these are folders? We are going to see them very soon as we move on. Number two on my list is where we add a new item. So this way you can create a new item. So like I want to set up a pipeline, you can do that from here. I want to have a storage account, you can do that from here. So this is where we set up items within Fabric. Number three, this is giving us, at the top here, is giving us information about our workspace. The name of the workspace, the type of, what's it called, license we are running, our domain, and so on. We get all those details up there at number three. Number four is where we manage access. Where we manage assets. In fact, that's our first line of defense when we talk about Fabric security. That is manage access. And finally, the setting itself. The setting, which is workspace setting. So our workspace setting, where we do more around setting up the environment. I think my next slide should speak to that. Okay, now let's look at Fabric workspace setting. Within Fabric workspace setting, you will see things like this. And what are the things you can do? Number one, you can manage Azure connection. So e.g., the ADLS Gen 2 connection, the Azure Log Analytics. Maybe I want to connect to the monitoring devices I have on Azure, and I want to put them into a warehouse. No problem. I can easily do connection at my workspace setting. I can set up Git integration for the purpose of continuous integration and continuous deployment or development. I can easily do this within the setting. So that is our Git integration. And we can configure our one lake setting. We can configure our one lake setting, but please note that it's only the administrator that can come here. If you are using Fabric in your organization, you might not be privileged to tamper or to work on the setting for your workspace. So that, let me just mention that as we move on. So we can configure one lake setting, including shortcut caching. So you can easily get this configuration done. We can create workspace identity for authentication. So workspace identity for authentication, you can easily get that one done. You can manage network security and private endpoints also at the workspace setting. And finally, you can add event hours for monitoring workspace activity. So not only that, we can also do what we call, we can manage the Spark configuration. We can also set a default Spark pool for a workspace. Let me set up a pool for a particular workspace. So all the activity within the workspace can be leveraged on the pool. And we can adjust compute setting for notebook and Spark job, and we can configure runtime setting. So, and also we have what we call data security in Fabric. So you need to understand the hierarchy of security permission available. So we have different permission within Fabric. We have one, the workspace rule, where you set the highest permission, who have access to the workspace, who does not have access. For those that have access, what can they do within the workspace? And within your workspace, we have items. We can actually also go on item permission. Who have right to which item and what can you do on the item? We also have, again, the compute and granular permission. This is going deeper. The read and write permission. What can you do within that workspace also? So do you have the right to read, to write, or read all, and so on? So all these can be done within the granular and compute. And also we have the one lake data access control. So we have is a role-based access control. Who have access to what, and what can you see, what can you not see, and what can you work on. So well, for today, because I want us to get our hands dirty as we demonstrate some things within Fabric environments. So we have the CI/CD in Fabric, and that is the whole activity we do in Fabric. That is the continuous integration and continuous deployment. So we can configure version controls, we can implement database projects, and we can create, configure, deploy our pipelines. So, but I will want to keep this for next week series, and I want to get our hands dirty now. So let me go back to the meeting proper. So all of us on the call at the moment, the first question is this: how many of us have access to Fabric? I only saw 2 hands up, and some of us, we don't have access to Fabric. But the first thing you should know is this: for us to complete this journey, you need to create your own access. We can actually leverage on free access on Fabric, and also we can leverage on, what's it called? For those of you that already have access to Power BI, we can start up our free license on Fabric for free for a few period of about, is it 30 days or 60 days, where you can learn everything we need to learn and get ourselves ready as professional and ready for the professional exam. So at this point, I would need one of us to volunteer to share the screen. If you have not used Fabric before, but you are not new to Power BI, or you already have the Power BI environment, I think it will be a good start for us. So if you have any on the call that can volunteer just for a few more minutes, about 30 minutes, let us use your screen to get used to the Fabric environment. So I need a volunteer. Any volunteer to share the screen?
Let me try, sir.
Okay, so you can go ahead and share your screen. Okay, thank you very much. Please, you can go to a browser, go to a new page on your browser. Good. On your new page, I want to start as if I am a data analyst and I'm used to Power BI. As you can see, you type app.powerbi.com/sign in. So since you already have a Power BI profile, why not sign in to your Power BI profile and switch your environment to a Fabric environment? Okay. Where is a Power BI? Beautiful. Now, with what I can see, so Rashid has been able to sign into Power BI. So this is the Power BI environment. So, but no, sorry, I'm trying to see the screen clearly. Are you sharing on the browser? Are you on your browser?
Yes. I
Okay.
went to Power BI login that I've done before.
Okay, but I want to scroll down. I'm actually looking for the icon that will allow me switch from Power BI to Fabric at the bottom there, but I can't see this.
Okay, except that means I have to log on with the app store. That's app.powerbi.com.
Oh, that's what the environment I thought you were trying to open. Please go back to your browser, please.
I'm there now.
On your browser, app.powerbi.com. Let us type that in now. app.powerbi.com. If you have typed that, I'm waiting for your screen to come up.
It's searching.
Okay, if you are trying to do that, for those of you that are coming into Fabric for the first time, please go to a new tab and type fabric.microsoft.com. Fabric.microsoft.com. Go to a new tab. Hello, Rashid, are you still there?
Okay.
Fabric.
Fabric.
Microsoft.com.
Fabric.microsoft.com. Enter.
So press enter. Let me see what you will see. And please, all of us on this call, try this too. Fabric.microsoft.com. And for those of you that are new to the platform, do exactly the same. And let me have your experience. Okay, Greg, your hand is up. You have the floor, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Lovely section so far. I wanted to find out if you have done something like that with your Microsoft account before. If you go to this Fabric, will you have a challenge creating a new one?
No, it's the same environment you need. There's no problem. If you already have the environment, please just go into that environment.
Not really have the environment. I think I had done something like that sometime past. Maybe with Power BI, Azure. I've gotten an Azure free account. I don't know whether it will work with this.
No, don't worry. You just type fabric.microsoft.com and tell me what you see. I want to see your personal experience because all of us should be able to access
Can I share my screen?
Sir, maybe somebody else should share their screen because my own,
I've opened mine already. I've opened my screen already. I don't know if I share my screen.
Please go ahead and share your screen, Greg.
Okay.
Share your screen. This one is taking forever.
Okay, Greg, share your screen. Emmanuel, your hand is up. Emmanuel, you have the floor.
Okay, window. Let me share the window instead.
Yes, sir. I tried from the Microsoft Fabric. It asked me for my email, which I typed in my email, and now it's asking me to get started.
So, and which
Sorry,
of the email did you type? Your screen is coming up, Greg. Emmanuel, okay. Which email did you type? Is it your corporate email or personal?
Personal email.
Okay, so for personal email, okay, look at what I'm seeing. You are having a similar challenge with what we have on the screen. So it's telling you, enter your email.
Can I click now?
Okay, please. I'm comfortable with corporate emails, but since you have personal email, let me see what will happen. Click on submit.
I can have a corporate I can use.
Okay. Yeah, because of Emmanuel, let me see what will happen next.
Okay. It's slow.
Okay. Now, for those of you that don't have Fabric accounts, so what I will need, just that there is we don't have access to the meeting chats. I would have asked us to, for those that need accounts, so that we can profile you before we come here next week. So we'll be in the same, under the same tenants, under the same domain. We can work together as a team within the same work group. But this one you are trying to open, everybody have their various accounts. I won't be able to check on what you've done unless you share your screen. But this time, you can just share what you've done with me within the tenants, and I can easily check or manage your work. So if you're on the call and you will need us to profile you on our tenants, we're about 13 on this call, and which is good for me, because if the class is too big, it will be something else. So verification completed. So we are still going on. I'm looking at gray screen. Okay.
So let me minimize. Okay. So let's get started.
Good. Okay. So you've started Microsoft Fabric free. This is what I'm talking about. The free version of Microsoft Fabric. So sign in with a work email address. This is where I'm going. So the one with Gmail looks like a personal email. Okay. So Fabric will require you to use your work email. So enter your work email address so that you can connect with others. Hey, I'm reading. Is it possible to go back? I was actually reading what is on the screen before you clicked.
Okay, let me go back. Let me go back to the back.
Can he? Okay. Because it's not only Greg here now. Emmanuel asked a question. I'm trying to select.
I've pushed the back button. Let me see whether it will still come up.
Okay, if it comes up, fine. If not, we continue. Click on submit again.
Back again. Okay.
Click on submit again. So, Emmanuel, have we answered your question?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Oh, fantastic.
So, what for those that do not have a work email, what happens then?
Don't worry, the moderator will help out. The only challenge is I don't know how you can submit your detail. Mr. Rashid, can you come up with a small form requesting for their detail so that we can create two things for them, create a small WhatsApp group for DP700 track only.
I've already created a WhatsApp for DP700.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, but how will you get all our detail? We need to get the detail for those that need. So in the small form, ask whether they need us to profile them, yes or no. So if they requested for profiling, we profile them and share with them. They should submit their email and their WhatsApp number so we can reach them easily, so that once we profile them, they can have the leverage on the accounts. So through the training and any other thing you want to share with them, it will be easy. So thank you, Mr. Moderator, for the great work you are doing. Now, I'm trying to read. Greg, looks like a personal email address. Enter your work address so you can connect you with others in your company. And do not worry, we won't share your address with anybody. So it needed you to switch to a work email. But because you said you already have a work email address, please use switch. But for Emmanuel that don't have a work email address, so Emmanuel will profile you so that we can be together in within the community. The
Sir, I
community
prefer
will
to
give
be in the
you,
community. Oh,
um, you want to join the community, you will join, no problem. Mr.
because
Rashid will
this
profile
one is
you.
for how many months? This one will be for like 2 months. It's better I join the community so that I can use this one to practice for the exams later. Oh.
Okay.
That's what
But
I'm
we will
looking
now
at.
continue to share the screen. We need to
Okay,
go
no
in
problem,
now.
sir. No problem, sir. Let me look at. I think I have an old email. Let me see whether it will open. Company email.
Okay.
If I say I have access to it. Okay. 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 Okay, no problem, sir. Let me write on.
Okay, please put your email. Next. So it's asking. So is it from your company or?
Yes.
Okay, click on next. So create a password for your Fabric account. So fill this form and quickly create a password. So type the password again and fill other ones at the top. You are going to get a mail. Hope you have access to this email, Greg.
Yes, it's on my phone.
Oh, fantastic. So you are going to get a verification code. Once you get it, scroll up and fill other parts.
Okay.
Let's know what you do in your company, your name, and where you are connecting from.
Nigeria, always.
Just type N on your keyboard. It will take you to N category.
I don't know. My keyboard is just. I don't know, it's trying to work out. Maybe because I have so many things open on my system.
Okay. Nigeria.
Yeah, Nigeria.
So your business corporate number. So what else do you have there?
Job title.
Your job title, data engineer.
Mm.
No, please put your job title. I'm just calling. You are not yet a data engineer, Greg.
So what should I? Okay. I see.
Just put data professionals or ICT trainer.
It's professional.
After the 8-week track, you can call yourself data engineer and then accepted.
No problem. We will get certified. We will get certified. I think I've done that verification code. Okay, let me check.
You can click on resend code so that
Okay.
if you will not get anything.
It even come self. Why did I even?
Oh, it's there. Oh, if it's there, you have to use the new one. You can't use the old one.
Let me try. Because I had a problem receiving mails before. I like, okay.
Next.
Yeah. Be fast now. Because already signing in.
Okay, signing you in.
Yeah.
Do not refresh the page. Great. So let's allow you. Oh, great. Save your detail so that next time you won't need to be typing everything. So get started. Let's get started.
Sorry, sir. Let me just copy it first to be sure. So that means I have to start my assignment from Microsoft Learn now.
You can start like yesterday. So,
Like yesterday. Okay, I think I know it.
okay, so don't forget your password. Your username is there. So is your email. So let's get started. Now, he just set up his own environment for the very first time. And for those of us that already have the environment, is going to join us. For those of us that don't have our environment, within today, and I don't know, the moderator is very, very busy. I hope he can get us up and running as soon as possible. So once you can submit your, he's going to share a form link with us here on the screen.
So what are the data that I'm gathering for?
No, what they need to set up, their phone number and their email. So
phone number, their email, okay.
So phone number and their email, their name. So you can set them up and share.
Okay, so
once you set them up, share with them.
If I provide them on data, DAISI,
DAISI.
there is a free fabric of that DAISI.
All of them have free. They will have free access to fabric.
There is a free fabric. And
Yes.
Mr. Greg is already there, so you should be able to. I used to see.
Yes, don't worry. Yes. For today, he's using this one to learn. But from next week, we are all under the same tenants, under DAISI tenants to learn more. But for today, he's using his own personal one.
Beautiful. How many days do I have before this one expires?
Don't worry. You are scared of it expiring.
Don't ask for.
We like free things in Nigeria very well.
Okay, so you are welcome to your free environment. So I want us to note something. At the top, I can see Power BI home page. But I want us to look at the sidebar on the left. There are some icons there. The home page, Copilot. Yeah, this is it. So the home, the Copilot, create. Can you point to it with your mouse?
Okay, sorry. Okay, I've seen it. Copilot.
Copilot, come down, create.
Yeah.
Browse, application, workspace, my workspace. There is still more there. Can you see more there?
Yes.
Click on the more.
Ellipse.
Click on the more. Good. So you still have some other things you can do. But before we go there, I want us to come to the right. You will say something like your picture, image, a face image. Now, that is your account. Click on it. So your account, your license. So your account is here. Your tenant. Remember, I was showing you the hierarchy. Yes. Your tenant is your company. You can decide to switch to another company. So, but that is your tenant. The license you are using a free account. And at the bottom, it's telling you free trial requests a 60 days trial to try Microsoft Fabric capacity. So for at the moment, you are not using Microsoft Fabric. You are just using a free account, which I just opened. And also, your Power BI is free. You can only do some basic things on Power BI. You can't do more things on Power BI. So please start the free trial now. That's where I'm going. And it is 60. Can I see the number of days now?
Okay.
So we would have finished our training. Don't worry. So
trial capacity.
Trial capacity region. So you can pick the region of your choice, but the default region you suggested is South Africa region. I told you after the tenant, we have capacity. So please activate your trial capacity region. Click on activate. So that your Power BI trial has started. Click on got it. So the journey has started now.
It's well.
Good. Now, allow the screen to refresh so that you can be in Fabric environment proper. Fantastic. So now you are welcome to the full environment. And on the bar, you will see Power BI trial. How many days left? Can you see up there on the bar at the top?
60 days.
60 days left. So as you work, as you use it, you will be counting down so that you will not see what happened that it suddenly disappeared. So it's a countdown from today. Now let's come back to this side where you have home, co-pilot. Come down to the last button there. After the three dots, is there any icon after the three dots? After.
No. I have to
There
click
should
it.
be
Okay, sorry, let me
something.
go down. Let me go down from the side. No,
There should be more thing at the
I have to
bottom.
click it. I think I have to click it then. Yes.
Okay. So what do we have? No, I don't see there. I'm expecting one more thing to be at the bottom there. Can you reduce the view of your screen a little bit? Go to the three dots. Go to the
Okay.
three dots.
Okay.
Up there, up, beside charts at the top.
Settings.
Beside, no, not that one. Up. There's another three dots.
Okay,
Up.
okay.
Click on it. Can you zoom to 80%? Let it be
Okay.
less than 100.
Okay.
So, did you see any icon there now?
There's no icon. It's still nothing after workspace.
I'm still. Can you zoom smaller again? Why am I
Let
not
me do.
seeing my Fabric persona?
Let me do.
I expected my Fabric persona to be showing there.
There's nothing there. Even after this, look at it down.
No, something is wrong. Please zoom out back. It's too small. I can barely see. You can zoom out to that 75. It's okay.
Okay. This is 100.
Just zoom back to 75. So now, good. Okay. So let's go back on our screen. So on my screen, what can I do? I'm already using my trial version, and I want to switch to Fabric environment proper. So Fabric and Power BI, they use the same environment. You can switch your persona to what works for you. Please refresh this page one more time for me.
Okay.
Good. Okay. After refreshing, you will see the icon at the bottom there. Can you see one icon at the bottom there after the three dots by the side?
Okay, Power BI, yes.
Power BI icon. Now, so at the moment, yes, I want to switch to the Fabric environment proper. Click on the Power BI icon.
So there's
When
Fabric
you
and Power
click,
BI.
is Fabric and Power BI. Please click on Fabric. Good. So take it. No, I'm not taking a tour. You can, when you are doing yours, you can take your tour. But let's go on cancel.
Okay, sir.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
so at this point, this is our Fabric environment. Now, within Fabric environment, there are quite a lot of things we can do. Remember when I was introducing you to Fabric environment, I mentioned something around workspace because we'll be heavy on workspace during the course of this training. I mentioned something around, what's it called? Settings. We'll also be heavy on setting during the course of this training. So please, at the top there, you will see your icons. Please, can you go point to those icons at the top? After Power BI trial, 59 days left. Good.
That's
So
focus mode.
you have focus mode. Move to the next one. Notification. If there's any notification for you, you would have seen it pop up telling you that there's a notification for you. Setting. This is setting I was showing you to do some setting on your what's it called, tenants, or within your tenant. You will see the workspace setting very soon. Move to the next one. If there are some things you want to download, you can download. Click there and see all the things you can download, like data gateway. For those of you that want to, maybe the company have a database in the organization, SQL Server database, and you want to allow Fabric to have access to the data, there is nothing you can do but to establish a data gateway. The only way you can establish a data gateway is to download data gateway on your system and set it up. So you have the Power BI desktop that you can download. You can download paginated reports, just like your SSRS we used to do those days, or Crystal report. If there's any developer on the call, or data report in Microsoft Access, that is a replacement for all those reports. It's called paginated report builder. You can download that. You can download Power BI for mobile. You can analyze in Excel and many more. But we are not downloading anything. I'm just running us through. Go to the next icon beside that. So that is your help. After download is your help and support. So you can move to the next one. No, after support. So you have your help, improve Fabric. So this is where you can give a feedback back to the Fabric team so they can improve on it. Finally, the last one there. Go to the last one in the family there. So that is your account. So I thought we click on it the other time. Click on it again. So it will let you see the account you are running. Click on it again. That your picture there. Yes, click. So it will let you see that you're actually running a Power BI trial, which is 59 days more. And the license type you have, you can see that there. So you have started your Power BI free trial, but you have not started your Fabric trial. Fabric is not the same thing as Power BI. So if I decide to start any work now on Fabric, it will tell you you cannot do anything.
I should click it.
Please start the Fabric
Should I start
trial.
it?
Yes, start it. We don't have option.
Okay.
So activate it.
Okay.
So after activating it, we can start our work within Fabric now. Click on Got It. Like I said, before you can do anything within Fabric, you must be working within a workspace.
I'm in a class, I beg. Go inside, talk to them.
So a workspace.
Talk to Yellow at this session. I don't know if you talk to you, I'm in a meeting.
Hello?
Sorry, sir.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. So I need us to set up a workspace now. And what can you do within your workspace? That is where the people that should be working with you, that's where they can join you. That's where we can do our CI/CD, continuous integration, and continuous deployment. So you must first and foremost have a space so that all the items you want to use within Fabric, you can create all your items. So at this point, can you click on new workspace now?
Workspace, okay.
New workspace. Can you see the icon there? Please click on new workspace. So your workspace name, give your workspace a name. You are free to give it any name of your choice.
Okay, I'll give it Greg.
You are free. But
Okay.
when working in the office, you have to give a name that your team member can relate with. Good. Describe what the workspace is all about. You are free to put anything there. We will take it.
Fabric. Description.
So give your workspace a description. What is the workspace about?
Solving CI/CD deployment challenges.
Okay. So the domain. So the next thing is your domain. So it's optional. You may not need to assign any domain to your workspace. So I was showing you the hierarchy. I mentioned that you can have domain and workspace within, then items within. But let us skip. Do you want to brand your workspace? You can upload an image to brand your workspace. But let's scroll down. Scroll down to the end. To the end. Now, at the moment, sorry, scroll up a little bit. I want to go through all the licenses you have there.
Okay. Workspace type.
Okay. So now the workspace type, the type of workspace you are creating. So you are creating a Power BI Pro workspace. I actually wanted Fabric. Scroll down. Is there no Fabric trial there? Is a workspace that should allow me to do Fabric activity. Scroll down a little bit.
But the Fabric has not been activated yet.
Don't worry, apply. We will activate it. We will come back here later. Apply. Apply the workspace. Good.
Okay, I'm applying it, sir.
So let's all see our workspace. So for all of us, within now and our next meeting, we should, once we are profiled or once you have something to work with, please try as much as possible to create your own account. Please click on Got It.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now that you have this, I need us to scroll. Okay, now I can see my Fabric workspace that have been created. We can start to add items. In the hierarchy, after your workspace, it is items or folder. I was showing you one image during presentation. That's image one, folders and items, which we are going to create now. You can actually import some items in if you want to, or you can migrate your item maybe to another folder, workspace, and so on. Now, at the top of your screen, you can create an app, you can manage access, you can go to the workspace setting. Workspace setting. Click on the workspace setting again. Let it bring us back to the workspace setting. So that is the same setting we saw earlier on. And I told you there are quite a number of things you can do here. It also depends on your role. If you are working in a corporate organization and they grant you access to do some things, you might be restricted from getting into this workspace setting. And for those of you that intend to integrate with GitHub, you need to have an account on Git or GitHub so that you can do a clean integration. Integrate with Azure. All these things that I mentioned, you can do them from here. And you can do other things within Power BI, delegated setting, one lake. and many more that can be done around here. But scroll down.
Look, I did something.
Scroll down.
Okay, sir.
Scroll down by the side there. Okay. Go down to the end. Okay. Now, if I don't want this workspace again, I can actually take it out. But we need the workspace. So that is just to show you the setting. If you are not allowed to come to the setting in your company, there's a restriction on it. Now, let's come back to our workspace. Let us manage access. That is the first level layer of security that you can work with. Just press escape or click on the close. Yes, close that part. So manage access. Click on manage access. Beside the workspace setting.
That's the workspace.
At the
okay.
top right. Top right. Yes. When you click on manage access, now this workspace at the moment, you are the only staff of the company that can work on the items on this workspace, that can leverage on what you've done on this workspace. You might need to work with your team members. So this is where you add all your team members. But because you created the workspace, you are automatically the admin to the workspace. But during the week, once you are profiled, you will need to add more of the team members, because we'll be in a WhatsApp group. You will see other team members. You can add 1 or 2 people to the team member so that you can work together, collaborate together. Because within this group, we are still going to break ourselves into groups for project work. We are going to deliver a capstone project before the end of this 8-week journey. Let us leave this. So for now, you are still the only one in your company, but you can always add more people. Now, let us go to items. I can create a folder to group my item. I can just create my item directly. So create a folder, new folder. Give the folder a name. So we did not plan what you are doing. We are just introducing the environment today. So give the folder a name. Okay.
Yeah.
Create your folder. That is folder. You can have as many folders as you want within your workspace. You can then open the folder and start to put items into the folder if you want to. Click on the folder will open. Good. Within this folder, I can then add item, new item. So you can create items, you can create folder, but I don't want to put the item in this folder. I want the item to stay directly on the workspace. So click on, you will see finance in front of the company fabric. Click on the name of the company, the workspace proper. Yes, click there to go back. Have you clicked? Good. You are back in the parent workspace, not in a folder. Now let us add items to this workspace. Click on new item, please. New item. It's going to show us a dialog box. I'm waiting for the dialog box to show. Beautiful. Now, on this dialog box, in our next class, we will discuss more about this dialog box and we'll start using it heavily. Now, these dialog boxes are categorized. We have a category where you can get data, your data source. Get data category. You have another one where you can mirror data. Mirror data category. Scroll down again. Let me see other categories here. We've seen get data, mirror data. Is another category? There are more than yes. Store data. Your data storage. By the time you get your data, you have cleared your data as data engineer. Where do you want the data to stay? So that data analysts, data scientists, they can leverage on it and use it. That is This category is where you can provision your data storage. There should be more. Scroll down a little bit. This is where we do the real cleaning of your data, not just getting the data. The process is ETL. Extract, that is get data. This prepare data is the transformation of your data. You can transform your data using any of these. So you can use Dataflow Gen 2, which is very close to Power Query for those of you that know Excel very well or Power BI very well. We can even get our hands more dirty by using things around notebook, writing Python code or R code, SQL code, and so on. You can even do pipeline. Pipeline is also little like your drag and drop environment, and many more can be achieved within this. But let us scroll down. You also have another category called analyze and train your data. That is for your machine learning experts. This is where they come to, and they can use ML model, leverage on lot of existing model, or they can use notebook to write some scripts and get some things out easily. Scroll down. Is that all the categories we have?
No, sir. Develop data.
Where is it? Okay, you can develop your data using any of these. So you can use API for GraphQL environment. You can also use notebook and so on. And there is one more or more. Let's see. You have the visualize category, data category. This is where you can build your report, your dashboard, your event schema, and so on and so forth. Scroll down. Is that all?
Track data.
You can track your data. So you want to know what is happening. The activator is here. This helps you to actually track your data. You can have your score card as well. I guess that should be all. Is there any other one?
Let me check, sir. There's legacy.
Okay, so we have the legacy. So the legacy has your data flow and your stream data set. Those are the legacy data set what data flow Gen 2 that we used in those days. But now we have something more advanced than those ones. Okay, so healthcare data solution. Oh, this is a sample solution, I guess. Let us scroll up to the beginning.
Okay.
Let us scroll up to the beginning. So as from next week, we will be making use of this to start to deliver a complete solution. So at this point, I will be drawing the curtain here. I want us to interact, ask me question, and I have already shown you where you will go to do your study. So if you don't have that, I will ask Greg to go to a browser, go to another tab on your browser. Let me call out the shortcut. I would have dropped it on the chat for you. Let me call out the shortcut as you type for all of us to see. Greg, are you ready?
It's on my screen. aka.ms front slash DP700. I'd opened it before, so it was 700 study.
Thank you very much.
Right.
So why double slash? I'm seeing double slash there. Is this double slash?
My bad. I made a mistake. I think I don't know. It what came up. Okay.
Okay. Press enter. Let us see. Good. That is the full URL. So this is the study guide for DP700. There are other courses by the side, 800, 900, but our concentration on this track is DP700. I gave you another short code, aka go to the next tab. That's the one I want us to really use. to start with. The second, do you have the second one? Okay, so you can go to your new browser and help me type. What is that again? D aka ms aka.ms/DP700 exam. I think it should be exam 700 exam. Let me see that one. No, I'm not seeing what you are typing, or is it only me?
Yeah, see my screen.
Go to a new tab, and type. I'm still seeing study guide.
Okay.
Just click on the plus beside the study guide, a new tab.
It's good enough. Okay. Have you seen this one? It has opened.
You are not sharing your screen. You are sharing just this browser. You are on another browser, I guess.
Let me stop. This is my first time. I've not really used shared on Microsoft Teams, so it's like maybe I didn't share my. I'm still on the same browser. Maybe I didn't share my home.
It might be a delay from my end. Okay, share again.
No, window. Put 8 windows. Okay.
Share again.
Am I call you? I've clicked window now. Let me see.
Okay.
Microsoft. Am I to?
It's loading from my end. I guess my network is a little bit slow.
I hope I share everything.
Just give it a few more seconds. Let it load at my end. So today is just to introduce us to Fabric, and I need you to start going through the learning material. And I want us to interact for the next 15 minutes, or let me say 10 minutes, because I want to give the moderator to address us before our next class. So please, if you have any question, the screen is loading. If you have any question, please show by raise of hands. Let's quickly interact now. Any question for me, please?
I see that into sheet. Okay, let me raise my hand.
Okay, Moses, your hand is up. Moses, you have the floor.
All right. Good evening, sir. Thank you very
Good
much
evening.
for this session.
Thank
So
you.
my question is, since Microsoft requires a work or school account to set up the Fabric environment, so now in the case where someone uses a work account, and in the work environment, because I believe this thing should be consuming some credits, right? I mean, Azure subscription credits, right?
Okay.
So, yeah, so if the organization has it and we use it as probably as a sandbox, I don't think that it will be consuming the Azure credits of the organization, and that will reflect at the back end to know who's actually consuming it, right? I don't know. So that's just my concern.
Oh, fantastic. Now, number one, like I said, you have access to free accounts. Even if your office did not profile you on Fabric, you can actually profile yourself 60 days free on Fabric. Moses, am I with you?
Yes, you're with me.
So you can initiate your own 60 days free. That one is not coming from your office, it's coming from Microsoft. Number two, you can have there is what you call my workspace. Anything you do that is personal to yourself, please keep it on my workspace. If you are using the free Microsoft account, Power BI or Fabric account, it will allow you to limit yourself to to my workspace. The day you want to start collaborating with others, it will tell you you cannot collaborate with others. I'm going to show that to you now. So even within the office, keep yourself within my workspace, one. Number two, activate your own free account and make use of it. Number three, the license from the organization. You have per usage license or you have your monthly license. If it's your monthly license, you use it or not, they have already paid for that month. But if it is per usage, that is what concerns the organization. Organization, you must use the license they pay for to work on their projects. And there is a way they configure that at the certain level. They configure the license, tie it to the domain and a workspace so that whatsoever you do, you'll be forced to use it only on their workspace. Moses, I don't know whether what I said makes sense to you.
Yes, I understand. So it's when I set up the environment that way, I believe it will make more sense. Then I can always get back.
Okay. Yeah, so anything we are doing, please, is 100% hands-on. Try it out so that we can relate better. So Greg, I can't see your screen again. If you can share that screen, share it again. Let me see.
I don't know what is happening. No, let me.
Yeah. Okay. So, but you have done a great job for us today. You've done a great job for us today, helping us to run through the interface. Let me allow somebody to. Okay, Greg, your hand is up. Any other question for me, please?
Yes, I wanted to ask a question, sir. So
Okay,
now
go
with
ahead.
this free trial I have, I can practice those or Microsoft Learn using that free trial account to practice everything.
Everything on Microsoft Learn, as you are learning, start practicing.
Okay.
So anybody that have set up your own account, start practicing. If you have not, the moderator will be sharing a form with us. Just fill the form, indicate that you need the account so that I can profile you. I need everybody to get up and running immediately before our next class. I don't want to go back and recap. I think the session is recorded. We will have a recorded version of this section. Moses, your hand is up again.
Okay, sir. So I just want to ask that I saw on my own environment, I saw my workspace. Do I need to create another one or new? Because I saw my workspace already existing.
For the sake of this training, we are not going to use my workspace. My workspace is limited.
Okay.
We need to create a real workspace for us to work with. If you try to create a workspace, if it tells you that you don't have permission, that means you are using free license. Activate your trial license for 60 days now. Try to click on new workspace, create a workspace. When you click on workspace, create a new workspace. And if it stops you, please just quickly activate your 60 days trial license because that is the full one we need. But I'm just telling you that. Hello, you said?
It didn't stop me. I just clicked on create new workspace and it brought me to
go
new
ahead.
report and the rest.
Go ahead and create. It might still ask you to activate trial if you have not already activated it. Go ahead and create a workspace, then leverage on that. But if you are doing something personal, please keep it in my workspace. That's the one that belongs to you, personal, not corporate. But if you really want to play seriously with your work, don't play with the company environment, please. Mr. Rashid, our moderator for this track, will set you up so you can have a full environment to practice with. So thank you very much. Any other question? Thank you. So if there is no question, I will hand over now to our able moderator. Mr. Rashid Ogoniran, over to you.
Okay. Okay, so I've already created a deep.
Can you share your screen? Let us see the link so that all of us can just type it on the browser. Rashid, call the link. Let us type it. We don't have access to Q&A. I mean, we don't have access to chats. Can you call the link so that we can type it?
The network is breaking. I can't hear you.
Go on, Rashid.
Is the class over, sir?
Please share the link with us.
Okay,
need the
so
link.
thank you, everybody. I've already created, for those people that joined for the first time, that have not been part of this class before. So please, because the chat room is not working, so let me share my phone number. 080 39 662 111. I say that again. 080 39 662 111. So chat me up on WhatsApp so that I can send the WhatsApp link for DP700 attendees to all of us. So I will send the WhatsApp link to us. Let's chat me privately. Okay, so that we can join the group. So all our information goes to DP700 group. Then I will also send the link for us for me to be able to create us on to profile us on DAISI environment so that you can do our setup. I will send the recording to that group also so that we can catch up. I know a lot of people are new here, so that it can help us catch up. So thank you so much. Please engage with us on LinkedIn, engage with us on Twitter. We'll be posting information. Please tell us what you learned about this project. You know, that is the way you can help us to gain more traction and give this program visibility. And also, I'll be inviting all of us to an event on Friday. It's going to be virtual. DAISI is clocking 2 years. That's Data and AI Skill Development Initiative. And so we want to showcase all that we have achieved, where we started from, where we are, and where we are going. Okay, so please, the information will be shared on the group. We're going to share the link wherever you are. Please join us. It's a virtual event. If you know you have anything that you want to share, haven't joined this community, come and share your story. There is a provision for you. Okay, so thank you so much. God bless you. See you same time by next Saturday. I remain Rashid Oguno. I have not changed my name. Okay. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
So please video so that we can quickly go through it.
Okay. So the video will be dropped. Thank you.